Welcome to Holy Teens. We're back with another session. I'm Myra.
I'm Isaac.
I'm Rachel.
And I'm Samuel.
And today our topic is going to be on friendship. So, like, building friends, what makes a good
Mama.
friend. And, oh, yeah, and this is Tama on the phone. And our topic today is going to be about friendship and friends and just stuff like that. So, we're going to start off with a few questions. Well, first, we know that obviously, there's bad friends, there's good friends, there's influential friends, like good ways, bad ways. And I don't know, like, what you guys think about, like, what does it mean to be a good friend? Like, what do you guys think it means to be a good friend to somebody? Anybody want to start?
Okay, I guess I'll go. Um, a good friend is someone that always wants the best for you. Someone that's always pushing you towards your goals. Someone that doesn't let you slack off. Someone that keeps you at the top of your game.
Right.
I think a good friend is a person that influences you to do the good thing and helps you to do good things in life.
Yeah.
I believe a good friend is a person who attracts your good characteristics out to the world, like influences you to behave, influences your good characters to come out.
All right, then. So we've established, like, what we all personally think it means to be a good friend. So what, like, switching to the opposite, like, what do we think it means to be a bad friend? And I can start off by saying a bad friend is someone who doesn't encourage you, brings you down, makes you feel like bad about yourself all the time, isn't there for you when you need them to be, and doesn't lead you to do right things. So a bad friend just in all isn't, like, beneficial to your life.
Um, a bad friend is someone that always talks stuff behind your back. Someone that's always rude. Someone that always has something to say that's not nice. Something else. Someone that always tries to put you down.
Right.
Someone that tries to say, "Oh, you can't do this," or "You look like this," or something like that. Yeah.
I believe a bad friend is one who does not love you, one who really could care less about what you turn out to be in life, one who influences your bad influences to be in your life, one who has so much negative vibes in your life that you always feel so like they're a burden to you, a big burden. That's a bad friend.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then. So, what qualities do you think, like, a good friend or even a bad friend has? Like, what do you think makes a good friend? I know I already asked that, but, like, what do you guys think it takes to be a good friend?
What it takes to be a good friend is people like supportiveness, love, togetherness. Those who stick by you through thick and thin. Uh, those who are supportive, like I already said, supportive. Those who teach, those who give good advice, and those who are really there for you whenever you need them to.
Anyone else?
A good friend is someone that has principles and sticks by them.
Dama, do you have anything you want to add to it?
A good friend, a characteristic of a good friend will be one who encourages you to achieve higher heights and one who truly has your best interest at heart.
All right, then. So, do you guys think, like, by, like, the friends you have and, like, the people that you hang out with, do you think, like, it's right to be judged by those people that you hang around with?
Right to be judged.
Like, do you think it's okay to be judged? Like, do you think you should be judged by the people that you hang out with, good or bad?
So,
Yes.
What? Okay. Why does Tama think so?
Yeah, why do you think no, Tama?
because first of all, okay, my perspective is like this. So if you have a friend and you're trying to win them over to win their soul for Christ, right? But your lifestyle and their lifestyle is way different. But you're still trying to accomplish a goal, or you still have discovered a characteristic that is not seen on the outside. So, but you yourself know that it's a very good, like, it's 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 good. Like, I don't know.
I know what you're
So
trying to say.
I don't think your friends should be judged based upon who you hang out with should be judged based upon yourself, because sometimes what it seems like is not always what it looks like. What it seems like is not what's always true. Like, you can't always judge a book by its cover. You have to go inside and like explore and see how they are like.
I know what you're trying to say, and I definitely do agree with you, because I think I've said this before, but like I've made like bad and good friends before. Like I know some bad people in my life, and they are my friends, but that hasn't like affected who I am, because I like to see myself as a good person. Like I like to think of myself as a good person. So I personally don't think like those like bad friends that I've had like have affected who I am, because I'm still like a good person. Like I don't do the things that they do, but they're still my friends. And like she was saying, like trying to bring them over and how it's like not always how it seems. Like I think you shouldn't be judged by the friends that you have, because you don't know like what's going on the inside. Like, yeah, okay, you might have a bad friend and someone might see it as they're trying to bring you down, but you might be actually trying to bring them up, if that makes sense.
Our society today, it focuses on the first thing that they see. So if they see you walking with people that you're not supposed to be walking with, they would assume that, okay, your life is changing, you're trying to become more like them, you're trying to fit in, and they will, what Thomas said, they will prejudge, so prejudice. They will judge you based on who you're hanging with. And the thing is, we have to try to have good friends, have friends that when people see us, they're not going to judge us right away. They have to get to know who our friends are and what their mission is and what their goals in life is, in order to not have them judge us at the beginning, and then like put a bad name to our reputation.
So what
Not
examples?
going to judge others, because who are we to be judging others while we don't we don't deserve to be in the place to judge others.
Right. Rachel,
But what examples in our life can show of a good friend? Any examples of good friends?
I mean, like I've had friends in my life where like they've helped me to become like better people. Like they've given me like better perspectives. Like I won't name them because I probably don't remember their names. Like I was a kid, but I know like I have had friends that are like good to me, and they like brought me to like who I am, and like they made me better people in a way. So I mean, everyone's had good friends. At the same time, everyone's had bad friends. Does anyone else had any like good friends in their life they'd like to share?
Personally, I've had lots of good friends, and so right now in my school, there are certain friends on like club teams and sports teams. So they're good friends. They're helping you in school and out of school. They're giving you advice. They're supporting you. They're backing you up whenever you need it. And so when you are near them, you feel confident. You feel like you know what you're talking about. You feel like they are close to you enough to give you so you can go to them for advice anytime you want, and you know that they can give you good insight, and they can give you good knowledge about the topic or the situation that you're in, and they can help you out.
Okay, so I'd like to bring a verse from scripture into this, and it's from Proverbs 13, verse 20, and it says, "He who walks with wise men will be wise, but the companions of fools will be destroyed." So what do you guys take from that? Like, how do you guys understand that certain verse?
I think that can apply with your friends.
Yeah.
Like how your friends are can determine how you're going to be in the future. So if your friends are a certain way, most likely you'll turn into them.
Anything from you?
It means birds of a feather flock together.
So,
Okay, explain that.
You want to elaborate on that?
It means who you hang out with is who you'll become.
But not necessarily who you become, because you can be like the guy who's like you're trying to fit in, but then you have to stand out. So like you're trying to be a part of them, but then you have to try to change their ways. You have to try to instill in them the fear of God. You have to instill in them you have to teach them the word of God, and you have to tell them and lead them back into the path of righteousness, and you have to lead them back to God. So you can be with bad friends, but then the main goal is you should not change your mindset or follow what they're doing. You can just you can fit in, but stand out. That's one of our mottos at school. You can fit in and you can stand out. So then by fitting in, you're standing out, and they see you differently. They don't think you as one. they see you like one of them, but then you're actually not one of them. You're trying to change them. You're trying to lead them towards God, and it could be really beneficial. Well, to have bad and good friends, because there you can learn from the good friends, and then you can go teach the bad friends, and then you can learn from the bad friends, and then you can go influence the good friends so that they don't lead the life
I
of
think the
bad
thing
people.
is about bad friends, over time you'll develop the same characteristics, certain
true.
characteristics, so you have to be careful with that.
But
That's
what's
why I said who you hang out with is who you eventually become.
Yeah, I think like what Sam was saying is what Tama was trying to say. Like you can have, I personally feel like you can have bad friends as long as you're using them for the right thing. Like if you have a bad friend to become one of them and become bad, and obviously that isn't a good idea. But if you have a bad friend and you use them to become a good person, you change them, you help them, then you're becoming that good friend. So I feel like it could go either way with having a bad friend. It's as long as you're using, like not using them because it's not right to use people, but as long as you're helping them in the right way or you're like learning off of them in the right way, then I feel like it's not really bad to have a bad friend.
And also to add upon that, you can always be influenced by the bad friend. So you have to keep your eye out. You have to be cautious to what every single thing you're doing and what the person does around you. Maybe if you see something, maybe if for example, the person cusses a lot, you can be like, okay, you know how my lifestyle is. I don't really like it, so cut it out when you're hanging out with me. Maybe that's a way you can influence the person positively. If they don't listen, then I think you should kind of draw away from them, because later it's gonna kind of dawn on you like, oh, they're cussing, so it'll be okay. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Personally, like, okay, so my dad always tells me about how he has like friends at work that like they're not the worst people, but at the same time they're not like the best people. Like they've made their mistakes in life and they've done bad things, and like he knows them like well enough to like be friends with them. But he always tells me like he doesn't let that affect him, because clearly my dad's a Christian, and like he hasn't let that affect him. Like he tells me about how like people, like the friends at his work, like sometimes like some of them smoke, but my dad doesn't smoke, and like I don't know, like they don't make the best decisions. So it's like having a bad friend that isn't necessarily bad, like it doesn't always necessarily affect you in that bad way.
In that case, I think you have to make sure you have a lot of self-control to
Yeah,
control yourself and not follow them.
you just have to be like careful with the friends that you make. Anybody have any scenarios?
I had a quote and I wrote down, you cannot hang out with negative and expect to live a positive life. So if you're hanging out with bad friends, don't think in your mind that it will lead you to prosperity and you can have a positive life, just like the quote said. So you have to, like Rachel already said, have self-control. You have to have a goal in mind. You have to have a sense of a sense of what you're looking at, what your principles are, what your goals are in life, and then you can make that your focus, and it will not distract you. Your friends won't distract you from that goal. So,
May I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Why should we have bad friends?
Do you want to answer that or should I?
Not necessarily that you have to have bad friends, but like
Yeah.
certain people, if you want to lead them to a better life and become that good friend, then probably in that scenario. But it's not that you should actually go for chasing bad friends. Maybe if like they come up to you or something, and you don't want to be necessarily rude and brush them off or something, but eventually if you become more close with them, you could, lead them on to a better life. But it's not like you should go chasing bad friends.
Yeah, what Rachel said, like it's not necessary they have to have best friends. But like if any situation pops up and you end up having a best friend, then you like deal with that situation the best way possible by helping them. And like you never know if you end up learning something from that situation too. Because I know like some people, they've been through things, and when they were supposed to be helping someone, they ended up helping themselves by learning from it altogether. So having a bad friend, honestly, like I'm not saying you have to have bad friends. Everyone's had like a bad friend in their life before, and it wasn't that bad. Like in some way, it either growed your mind or it helped you. So
how's a bad friend? Okay, so my point is, I'm trying to get out of the point. Like, a bad friend is not a friend at all. I mean, a bad friend will do you bad. That's why they will be labeled as a bad friend.
It depends on your definition of a bad friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are some bad friends that have good intentions.
Yeah, like they make mistakes and they don't mean to.
So that's a bad friend.
It depends on what you think about it.
I think there's different types of bad friends. There's the
Yeah.
people who don't mean it and the people who are intentional.
So can you explain that?
Yeah.
Myra, can you explain that?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I was talking about timeline. So like, okay, the people who don't actually mean it, like people who like don't know better, but they're good people, like nice people who don't know what they're doing. Like they don't have self-control. They're kind of confused in their life. Like they don't know where they are in their life.
Or they
And so
grew
they
up like
make-
that.
Bad friend?
Or they grew up like that, right? They have like they don't really have the good mindset, but they're like they're good enough to know like like I don't know how to explain it. You know what I mean? Like good people who make bad decisions. And everyone makes bad decisions.
Yeah.
And then there's the people who are intentionally like malicious and just evil and like to be like crazy rude. So I think like there's different types of bad friends.
So what's your definition of a bad friend?
My definition of a bad friend would be, like I said before, like someone who doesn't bring you up, someone who isn't there for you when you need them to be there for you, and someone who depends on you, but like, no, someone who you depend on, but like you can't depend on them. That makes sense?
Someone
Yeah.
that basically uses you
So,
for
Yeah.
their own personal gain.
understandable.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your definition? Okay. What are some things you look for in a good friend? Like if you're looking for a real good friend.
Well, someone who knows God, because it's easier to talk to them about certain things. And then like someone who is like not just nice to you, but knows how to treat other people well. Like someone who knows how to treat their mom and their parents right, and then someone who knows how to treat like the other people around them right, like just simple people walking in the hallways
That's
right.
that's a good observation. Cause like
Yeah.
when you're trying to pick out friends, you need to observe how they treat other people.
So you know how they will treat
so
you.
how they'll treat you.
So one more question that I want to ask, like, you guys think it's okay to have the opposite sex as a friend? Like for a girl to have a guy as their best friend, or for a guy to have a girl as their best friend? You guys can start that off.
I really don't see a problem with that at all. For some reason, people do see a problem with that. I really don't care. Like there shouldn't really be a problem with that.
You guys?
I mean, it depends on the reason. If you're if you're trying to make it something else, then probably not. But if it's just like a regular, hey, bye, or like that type of thing, yeah, probably, yeah.
What about you, Sam?
Just like Isaac said, I mean, it really doesn't matter. You can have friends that are girls, you can have friends that are guys. I mean, it's just basically, are they trying to help you or are they trying to bring you down? That's the
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Tanya?
I believe it shouldn't matter as long as all of you guys have the. I don't really see the difference.
Yeah.
I really don't see the difference.
I mean, cause
It just depends on the influence the person has on you, especially the guy or the opposite sex has on you. Yeah.
Yeah, like Sam was saying. What were you saying, Isaac?
but like nowadays, you can see that not that many people are friends with the opposite sex because of like social standings and stuff like that.
Yeah, personally, I feel like it's perfectly fine to have friends of the opposite sex, like whether you're a guy or girl. Because even though, like, okay, people might see it as something else, I feel like it's good to have different kinds of friends because it helps you get like a different perspective on life, if that makes sense. You get to see life from like different angles, different eyes, and I feel like there's nothing wrong with it. Like, I have lots of guy friends and girlfriends. I have lots of both. So I feel like it doesn't really matter. But how do you guys think like parents feel about that? Because I know some parents either see that as, oh, so you have this guy friend, that's your boyfriend, or that's your girlfriend. So how do you guys feel like your parents or
actually,
any parents feel about that?
I recently had a talk with my mom about it, and like
Wow.
she was like all like so do you have a girlfriend? And I said, no, I have girls that are friends. And then she said, that's good because she knows how it feels of when adults be all like, oh, is that your girlfriend or something, or you're dating or something like that? Why are you friends with her? Yeah, so she knows. And like, for her, for with my dad, I don't know. But for her, she's cool with it. Like, I know that not all parents are cool with it, but she's all right.
My parents are too, because they know I have lots of friends, both guy and girls. But what about you guys?
Like you said.
I think parents.
Wait. Okay, continue.
I don't know what's funny about. Okay.
She just
Parents.
skipped over herself. But continue.
Oh, okay.
No.
I didn't get that. But parents are like
Oh wait,
the
hold
first.
on a minute.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Hello.
Hi,
Hi. Who is this?
my name's Akuya.
Hi, Akuya. Welcome to Holy Hills. Thank you for calling. And do you have anything like you want to say about what we're talking about?
Yeah. So I have a friend of the opposite gender of me, and I'm always getting criticized for having him as a friend. And I don't know what to do. Should I stop being friends with him, or should I still keep him around?
Keep him around.
It depends.
It depends.
Is the
Yeah.
friend?
The influence the boy or the person has on you. And if the people see that you have changed once you became friends with the boy or the guy or the person you are friends with, then I think there should kind of be like a wake up call, like, okay, what do they see that is so alarming?
Okay, let me start out. I think it depends on what is actually going on, because if everyone's criticizing you, then what is actually going on? Like, is the guy actually your friend, or like you guys know what I'm trying to say? Like, are people seeing this as the wrong way, or are
Yeah,
people
but
seeing
you know,
this as what it is?
People say things without even knowing
Knowing
what's
what's
really going on.
Right.
Yeah,
they just say
people
things
think
to
that
say it.
because we hang out all the time that something's going on between us.
Yeah, I definitely feel like where you're coming from, and I personally feel like you should just keep him around and don't worry about like what other people are saying, because they're not inside the friendship and they don't know what's going on.
But don't let that friendship change who you are, because like still stick to your morals and stuff like that. That's what makes people judge you wrongly. So if you start changing, then they see that this guy has a bad influence on you, and they might see it as something else.
Okay,
than
thank
just
you
friendship.
guys.
No problem.
God bless you all, okay?
Thank you. Bye.
Good night.
Okay.
I like her scenario
Uh,
because I think this is happening a lot
and
to
one.
people.
Okay, Tama, are you here?
Yes.
Okay.
Whoop.
So what were you saying?
Oh, I like her scenario because it's happening a lot to people because people are judging people off of the certain gender of their friendships.
Yeah.
And
Everyone-
it's not really allowed.
Let's say at school. Let's say if you like best friends with, because I know these people, like they've been best friends for like since they were kids, and like whenever people see them together, they be like, "Oh, y'all gotta go out, bro." They be all like, "Some, oh, do y'all go out, man?" and all that stuff, and like it's really getting to my friend because he's all like, "Bro, that's not my girl. That's just my friend." And it's just like he's starting to get.
That was
Mad.
actually me for a while, because I had a friend before he moved, like last week. I had a friend
Oh,
that yeah, I know, really sad. But okay, I had a friend and he's been my friend since the 3rd grade. So it's been like 6 years of like a really cool like best friend friendship. And everyone was always asking us if we were like boyfriend and girlfriend. I'm like, no, like that's definitely not what's going on. So I definitely do understand where you're coming from, because lots of people, not just me, have that scenario. But does anyone else have anything they want to contribute before we go on break? Oh, make sure you call in after the break. The number is 614-577-1434. Again, 614-577-1434. Okay. Or you can listen to it on YouTube at Biblicrum.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Bye.
Bye. Short break.
Jehovah, Lord, the Most High King, wonderful one, from the rising of the sun to the going down of the same, Lord. You will be my God forever and ever, yeah. You will be my Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Nissi, Jehovah Shammah, Jehovah, 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 Lord, King of kings and Lord of lords, the mighty one of Israel. You are the Most High God. When I think of your goodness, oh Lord, I just want to lift my hands to praise your name. Lord, you brought me up from the very clay to set my feet on the road to stay. Jehovah, 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 Lord, mighty, mighty one, and the Lord of Lords, you are the Most High King. Lord, I worship you. Let's pray the Lord with the guitar. If not for your grace, I would have been lost and gone. You carry us in it. The reason of my life is just to worship you. From age to age, you never change. Shimo, when I call you, oh, sanctified, until already is the King of glory. When I think of all you've done for me, oh God, my words will be enough to say I'm grateful. When I look around and see the beauty.
Hi, welcome back to Holy Teens. My name is Chelsea. My name is Sharice.
My name is Sam.
Also Samuel.
Man, call me Samuel. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, we're both Sam.
Yeah, we're both Sam.
So we're still on the topic of friendship, and we've described who good friends are, bad friends are, what qualities. We've also talked about opposite sex friendship and should you be judged by your friends? I have a question for you guys. Do you let your parents decide who to be friends with, or do you, out of your own, your own likeness of just being friends with people, decide? Like, do you decide on your own, or do you let your parents decide?
I decide on my own because it's like, your parents won't really get to know the people the way you will know them. So, like, they can advise you on who you should and shouldn't be friends with, but you're going to be the one who's super close to them. So I pick my friends.
Well, you see, there's been scenarios where like I've been through that type of stuff. Like, I know the person. Like, probably my parents haven't took the time to like get to know him at all, him or her. But like the thing is, like, once, like, if you could sit down and like, if parents could sit down and like talk to your friends and like they could see like the same exact thing you see, like, there's no harm in this person. Like, I mean, why can't I hang out with this guy? Why can't I be friends with this guy? But in the long run, they may do some things that your parents was right about. So it depends. If I choose.
Do you have anything?
Yeah, I definitely do choose my own friends, but if my mom has like an input on my friends, I definitely take it into consideration. But for the most part, I do choose my friends.
Okay. What are the good and bad things that could come from choosing your friends personally, or what are the good and bad things that could come from your parents choosing your friends?
Well, choosing a bad friend, like, they may lead you into the wrong path. You may go the wrong way. Like, you may start doing things you like never actually do on a day-to-day. Also, but like, if you actually get your parents to choose your friends and choose the right people, I mean, you feed off of it. Like, let's say, I mean, you're getting bad grades in school, but you have a friend right there to pull you up. I mean, that's why we have parents to show you like what's right from wrong. They can help you like choose like, oh, I like this guy. Like, you have you ever been through that? Your parents be like, oh, I like this friend, blah blah blah. I like this friend too. Yeah, like, that's how I see it.
That's true. I feel like a bad thing about your parents choosing your friends is they may like not want you to be friends with somebody that going off of what they see off of that friend. Like, they may catch that friend doing something bad, but in actuality, that friend is not actually bad.
Yeah, and like I said before, like, we are the ones who are going to know them better than our parents will, because how we all put up a friend in front of our parents. Like, we're never going to let our parents see how we really are with our friends and stuff like that. So they're going to see like the sweet, good part of us and stuff. So them like taking that and judging them is kind of like bias, I guess I could say. Yeah, but I feel like we should choose our friends, and our parents can give us input on it, and then we decide then if like we want to listen or cut the friendship off.
Okay. Another question for you guys is, what do you do to distance yourself from bad influences? So if somebody's leading you down the wrong path, and your parents keep advising you and you don't listen, what are you personally doing to distance yourself if you're going down the wrong path?
Seek for help. That's all you can do. Seek for help. Talk.
Yeah, I would
Pray.
distance myself away from that friend solely until we're not friends no more.
Yeah, because you don't want to have anyone pulling you down the wrong path. Respect.
So then how do you guys do that? You guys just say, oh, I'm not gonna be friends with you today and or for the rest of my life. So like we're not friends anymore. Do you just straight up tell them or
I feel like what you should do is tell them what they're doing is wrong and try to guide them and try to help them get better as people, and hopefully that helps them. If they just keep acting the way they act and you are sitting there trying to help them, then that's when I kind of have to be like, yo, I can't be friends with you anymore because you're dragging me down and I need to be building myself up. So that's how I feel like anyone should approach the situation.
What do you think, Sharice?
I forgot what the question was. What was the question?
what do you do to distance yourself from bad people and how do you do it? So like how would you distance yourself? Like do you just straight up like cut them off or do you like gradually like
Yeah,
stray?
gradually.
Okay.
That's what I would do, but I know some people just straight up cut them off.
I mean, I straight up cut them off, in my opinion. But I mean, I still try to help them, like show them like this is not right, this is not good for you, this is breaking you. You should stop this. It's not working. So I'll still try to help. Try to do the best I can.
I personally would gradually like not be like friends with you. So like one day, because if I see that you're doing something that's pulling me back, I'll just like slowly like back away. Like I'll be like, okay, like sometimes when I see, I'll be like, okay, hi. And then like as time goes by, you just start to move away from them and you start to feel like you personally, you start to feel good about yourself and you start to get back to what you've been taught, and the more that you've been taught and you start to live your life the way you wanted it to be and the way that God wanted it to be.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best thing to do.
Right. At the same time, like even if you cut them off, like still be there for them. Not like don't be their friend, but like if they need you, if they need to talk to you, you can still advise them and everything. Like still be there as a person for them. Just you can't be as close.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with like, seeing this person, like just give them a quick handshake and then like go about your day. I mean, you don't have to like cut them off all the way, but you can still like say hi sometimes, check up on them, but like, I mean, just don't like, be harsh with it. Like, oh, I don't want to be your friend no more. I don't like what you do. Like that type of stuff. That's not good.
Yeah, because like Sam said before, while gradually like cutting them off, you can also help them become a better person. Because maybe like not cutting them off right away is always the right thing to do, because while you're gradually cutting them off, you can help them and then they could be a better person too.
I agree.
Do you guys have any like personal experiences in your life where this situation has happened, or where this situation has happened and you guys have dealt with
Someone's
it?
calling.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
What's your name?
My name's Tanya.
Hi, Tanya. Nice to meet you. How can we help?
Okay, I have a quick question.
Yes.
Since we're talking about friends here, I want to talk about a different type of friend. So, for a minute, like I've been really thinking about getting a boyfriend. All my friends have one, and I feel kind of left out. But then again, there's this one guy who wanted to ask me out too. But I don't know if it's gonna fall into accordance of the Bible and God's word. So what do you think about that?
You shouldn't be worried about what your friends are doing. Keep focusing on yourself.
Amen. Yeah. Because, can I ask how old you are?
Oh, I'm 17.
17, yeah. Sweetie, you're too young for a boyfriend. I'm too young for a boyfriend. I feel like when you have to have a certain maturity level. Like you have to be able to, first you should be paying your own bills. You should be, in school. Like you have to get to a certain place with yourself before you can go and have a boyfriend. And yeah, you're right. It's not going to fall in with God because, we're not supposed to be focusing on stuff like that at so young, because, having a boyfriend, it's, people say it's nice and everything, but it's not needed. What we should be focusing on is getting ourselves.
Actually, is there a certain age that you have to reach before you get to a place where you have a boyfriend?
Not exactly.
No, well, with me, it's not a certain age. It's just maturity.
Yeah.
You have to be a certain place in your life before you can start thinking of, I need to date and stuff like that. Because dating with that, it's not just like, oh, I have a boyfriend. Like, you're not just dating to date. You have to date for the right reasons. And I feel like right now, being so young, you're not ready for the right reasons.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Her situation, I have a Bible verse that went with the kind of was part of that situation that could help us. It says, "Walk with the wise and become wise. Associate with the fools and get in trouble." So, as she said, that all her friends are have boyfriends and. All her friends have boyfriends and stuff like that. So if she starts following what they're doing, that might lead her to her morals or her principles that start declining. Like her focus starts changing. She starts focusing on the boy more than she starts focusing on school or focusing on God. So I think that if she can help herself gradually move away from those friends or try to convince those friends that this is not right and this can lead to bad stuff or like lead you into trouble and lose focus. Yeah, so do you guys have anything to add on that?
Go ahead.
I have a question actually. Have you ever had a personal experience like that?
Like having a boyfriend?
No, I mean like you like had a friend my thoughts like has just like besides that I've just been focusing on it. Have you ever had a personal experience like that, like where you've had a friend who he's chosen the wrong path?
Yeah.
Him or her has chosen the wrong path.
Yeah.
Would you care to like say what happened?
I mean,
you don't. If you feel like, it's up to you.
I have one. It doesn't have to do with me. It's something I've seen from a friend.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Would you any of y'all like to share?
I will share because it doesn't have anything to do with me, and I'm leaving names out. I have a friend who was friends with this person, and they had their life just became a mess. They were really smart. They were getting good grades. They played sports. They were doing everything, and then next thing you know, like this person, she's being rude and disrespectful to everyone. She's being friends with sketchy people, starting to act sketchy herself. She's popping pills and drinking and stuff like that, and being disrespectful to everyone, like not just her friends, but like older adults, like everyone and stuff. It was just a mess. And then it came a point where my friend was like, I have to let her go. Like, she tried to help her. She tried to be there for her. She tried to talk to her. She tried everything. She tried to get help for her. Nothing worked. So at the end, she had to remove herself from the situation, which she believes, even though like it's bad because she lost a friendship, and did help her because like she spent more time helping her friend out than anything else. So her grades started to drop. It was just bad for her, but she had to cut her friend off because it was dragging her down.
Yeah, I had a friend that she's been messing with some guy, I guess, and like he's not really doing anything good for her. People are trying to tell her to like leave him alone and not really like be with him, but she's not listening because she obviously likes him. And now like she has no more friends and she's doing bad stuff too.
Yeah, I've had a friend like that. But I've had a friend who I know him for a long time. He just chose the wrong path. Decided to start doing drugs. I tried to tell him it's not good for him. Wasn't listening at all. He kept on going in the wrong path. Then he ended up getting caught. He told him if he gets caught again, there's a chance that he might go to jail, or not jail, but juvenile detention. And I told him, like, I actually tested him while he was gone from school. I was like, hey, this not what you need to be doing. Like, he's a smart kid. Like, just throwing your life away like that just because everyone else is doing drugs, that doesn't mean you have to be doing I guess his friends got him into it, started doing it, came back, started doing it again, got suspended. He's not coming back to school.
Oh
I
wow.
don't know where he's gonna be at, but
Okay, so you're Sam, you were talking about like you texted your friend and you talked to him about how it's not good, it's not
Mhm.
right. Where does the courage come from to look at a friend in the eye and say that what you're doing is not right, it's leading you down the wrong path? Like, where does the courage come from?
I mean, you see this on TV. You see people in jail going to jail just for doing stuff like that. Like, to be just flat out stupid. You can't be like doing stuff like that. You're smart in the head. Why would you throw your life away like that? You're risking a big like thing in your life. That's just stupid to me. And like what else I don't understand is he was smart. He was smart. Now he's dealing in drugs. That makes no sense. Just stupid.
That's why it's not good. Because I heard once you smoke, like once you can get like immediately addicted and like you can die off of your first time. So it's better just not to put yourself in that situation and try it at all.
And the thing is, like, when we're at school, they teach us about this. They teach us how it's bad for our bodies and how it can mess up our lives. So I don't understand why people, even if their friends are telling them, would decide to make such a stupid decision and go along with it. They obviously don't really have, the self-control they need to tell their friends, no, like, this is wrong. We learned about this in school. We know if we do this, we're going to get caught, all that.
Some guy actually in health class when I took it last semester, he said that we were talking about how smoking weed is not good for you, and like he made a comment under his breath that smoking weed is like medicine, so it's okay to smoke weed.
I mean, you like according to doctors, you can use weed to cure like a patient, but like people in our society abuse it. I mean, like it can be used to be cured, but like people abuse it. That's not good for you. Abusing the say like let's say you're taking painkillers or something. Keep abusing it, like it's not gonna be good for you in the end. Like when you later find out, like keep on using it, it's not gonna turn out good for you. There's no point in actually doing it.
Okay, I feel like you guys didn't understand the question I was asking. So like I'll like state it a different way. So say remember when Sam was talking about like he had this friend and he was like he texted the guy that he was like he texted the guy that what he's doing is wrong. What he's doing is not helping him. I'm talking about like where does the courage come from in a person? So like Sam, where does he get his courage from in order to go and talk to his friend and tell him that this is wrong and this is not right?
Well, me, I'm like just the way I am. I just knew that this not for him. So like I should stand up. Like if nobody else is gonna stand up to do it, why don't I just do it?
Okay, that's a good.
With me, it's not even courage. It's just the fact that like I don't want to sit and watch my friend's life go downhill. So I'm gonna do everything I can in my power to try and help them fix it. It doesn't have to do courage. Courage is just me being a loyal friend. Because you don't want to see anyone go through something like that. It's hard to watch them waste their life.
Okay, I have another question. At what point do you start instilling the fear of God into your friends? So like what point do you start teaching them about the Bible and giving them like advice from like stuff from the Bible to lean on to help them move away from the path that they're leading?
When they need it, like
yeah, like at what point do you think you should go to them and talk to them about the Bible and talk to them about Christ and lead them down the path of righteousness? Like
go ahead.
I was just gonna say as soon as possible. Like,
Yeah.
As soon as you see that their life is starting to go downhill, that's when you need to sit them down and be like, look, like I'm a Christian and God says that this what you're doing is wrong, and I'm gonna be here to advise you and try to help you get through it. Like if you're gonna help them in any way possible, but also while you're trying to help them, let them know like this is what God wants you to do. This is what God doesn't want you to do.
And like when they go to the extreme, oh yeah, you gotta help them. You can't let them keep going down. Because let's say you're in a pool, you're about to drown. You keep on sinking, you keep going down. But then there's a lifeguard to help you. there's a kid doing bad out there. He's not he doesn't even know what right is anymore. He just keeps on doing bad and bad, keep going down and down. He needs somebody to pull him up. Us as Christians, we can be the lifeguard. We can come save them, help them. That's how I see it.
Okay. I have another question. We were talking earlier about parents and how parents influence our friendship. So the Bible verse from Ephesians, it says, honor your parents, for this is the first commandment we're promised. So if you're not listening to your parents, are you following this this verse from the Bible, like honoring your parents?
Yeah.
Do you think does that relate to that? So like honoring your parents, for this is the first commandment, does that relate to listening to your parents too, or
Yeah, because if your parents are telling you something and you're doing like the opposite, you're technically not honoring or going by what they said to do.
Okay, this one is kind of tricky for me. Are we still talking about like when our parents tell us not to be friends with someone? Okay, because I feel like yes and no. Yes, it's going against it because we're not listening to them, but no, because we are obviously not listening. Well, for a good reason, we're not listening to them. We see that the way they see our friend is wrong. So we want to try and show them this. So that's where I'm like, that's when you can like kind of push that aside and then try and like show your parents like this is actually how they are. They promise they're a good person. But if you're doing it just because you want to be wild and reckless, then that's different. But it's kind of a yes and no, just depending on how you proceed with it.
I agree with you.
Thanks.
But I feel like most of the time when your parents are telling you not to be friends with somebody, they know what they're talking about. There's like very little cases where they don't know what they're talking about. Like I know I have a friend, her mom told her not to be friends with somebody because of, I guess her mom had a problem with the friend or whatever. But she's still friends with that person today and they're like still good friends. So sometimes maybe parents are just getting like the wrong misconception, I'm gonna say, of the friend. It's not always bad, but you should listen to your parents majority of the time if they tell you not to be friends with somebody.
I agree.
Okay, I think we've talked a lot about friends and how they can help us. We've discussed the qualities and how they are good for us, and we've talked about how bad friends can be good for us too. So I think we'll just end it there. My name is Samuel.
My name is Samuel.
My name is Sharice.
My name is Chelsea.
We had Myra and Rachel and also Tama on the phone line.
And also Isaac.
So this has been Holy Teens, and thank you for listening/watching.
Tune in next week.
I swear I'm
No.
My words will be to say you're wonderful. Lord, I would never forget how you raised me, God. I would never forget how